ensemble. swing, you can flail, you can blow and step to my right mind. You can holler, you can wail, you can blow and step to my right mind. You can swing, you can flail, you can blow and step to my right mind. You can blow and step to my right mind. You can blow and step to my right mind. You can holler.
came to pass, glory passed me by. Baby, with a single blow, was custom high. True, I had my chance. True, 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 I had my chance.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
you off, make your blood wanna tremble like pinball light. Baby says, how of a mess I'll get from all you sleeping dogs, you thugs of God. I'll get one yet.
One silver dollar, bright silver dollar, changing hands, changing hands, endlessly rolling, wasted or stolen, changing hands, changing hands. Spent on a beer he's drinking, won by a gambler's lust, peace by an outlaw's bullet, lost in blood red dust. One silver dollar, one silver dollar, changing hands, changing hands. Love is a shining dollar, bright as a church bell's chime, gambled and spent and wasted, lost in the dark of time.
tank. So move, move, move your dead weight. I ain't your kid. You're so good. I'm joking when I say you're so good.
Those of you on TV, thank you so much for watching. This is our last song. It's called The Last Goodbye.
Don't ever match up. I heard all
regrets, for the past is behind me. Tomorrow reminds me just where. Thank you so much.
Bonsoir The Kills. Avant toute chose, je tiens à m'adresser aux jeunes mariés. Alors Jamie, tous mes vœux de bonheur.
Thank you very much. It's very odd being a married man, in the sense that nothing has changed. The stakes are just a little higher, I suppose.
Et il y a juste une alliance. 4 albums en 10 ans et à chaque fois un album différent. C'est un véritable challenge pour vous?
Yeah, I mean, when we first started, we sort of struggled with how 2 people were going to be in a band, you know, to make a full orchestra. And pretty much, I'd say, the journey of the Kills, apart from our sense of passion, apart from that, the key has been really struggling to find ways of making that 2 people sound like a crowd of instrumentalists, I suppose. And the first, you know, the first thing we struck upon was the drum machine thing, finding a way of playing to, it just opened up a whole array of doors for me. It felt like with a drum machine, you could be any kind of band. You could make a rock and roll record, and then the next record you could make something quite electronic, or the next record you could make something sort of stubborn and angular, and the next record soft, and you know, there seemed like such a, it seemed like such a liberating beauty to it. So I mean, from an early stage, we were thinking about how we wanted to be a band that was different every time, every record.
Cette fois, j'ai l'impression que vous vous êtes mis encore plus en danger. Vous êtes sorti de votre zone de confort. Vous avez essayé des choses que vous n'aviez jamais tentées.
Yeah. But I think on Blood Pressures, it felt like it was the first record that wasn't really a panic. Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
It was like
it just didn't take very long to make.
It was actually the first record where I felt like this is the way we are. These are the sounds we make. These are the kind of songs we write. This whatever comes out. Normally, I'm kind of trying to hammer things into shape, and I never think it's good enough. What naturally comes out of us, and I'm always trying to change it or whittle away at it. And this time round, we just wrote as we were, and it seemed like seemed like it was done before we realised we'd started almost.
Le son de ce nouvel album est plus ample et spacieux. Avez-vous beaucoup expérimenté pour arriver à ce résultat?
Yeah, well, guitar thing was one of the biggest changes.
There's so much guitar on this.
I had 7 guitar amps, and in 3 different rooms, and it was like one room was for all the low notes, so I'd kind of dialed all made it really subby and dialed in all the bass sounds, and then I had another room that was mid-range, and then another room that was,
Tremolo.
Yeah, and we put mics all over the place. We'd open a door and put a mic in a garage to record guitars, It was just, it took us a long time to kind of design the whole thing. And then, most of everything on it's pretty much just one guitar take, but through 7 amps.
Et comment êtes-vous arrivé à ce rythme reggae?
You've just been listening to reggae, haven't you?
Yeah. I somehow found my computer, my iTunes with I don't know if there's a button where you could do this, but I found myself with pretty much every Trojan box set on my iTunes.
You stole.
Maybe I stole them. And no, I just listened to it. I was listening to a lot of reggae, basically because partly because we went to the Caribbean and we listened to it, but mostly I was struck by the similarities that it had to early blues, when you listen to something like Charlie Patton or Robert Johnson or, any of those, Blind Willie Johnson, there's a lot of thumb going on, playing the bass notes, like dong, 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 and then hitting the guitar for the rhythm, and then a bit of the top end will be like for the melody. And this reggae sort of seemed to have the same thing. I could do it as just one guitar player. I could play a bass note, and then with my fingers I could go, get the rhythm, and then stick in a bit of melody, and it just seemed natural sort of progression really from blues. Although I'm making it sound far more intellectual than it is. Basically came from drinking a lot of pina coladas on the beach and listening to Peter Tosh.
Je trouve que Blood Pressures mixe à la perfection le rock anglais et américain. Ce sont vos 2 nationalités. Est-ce le fait d'avoir passé l'année précédant l'enregistrement chacun dans votre pays respectif?
I think so. I mean, that was one of the first things I said when we were at the studio. We were kind of butting heads a little bit. And everything I was writing sounded like a Patsy Cline song or something, and everything he was writing was kind of going like reggae or Roxy music or this sort of, that's kind of what was going on with him. So at one point I remember just sitting on the couch and being like, this is so cool, I don't think I've ever been more American as I am right now, and you've never been more English. And I think the record's going to be really good, I think that's super cool. So I don't know, I think that definitely affected it, what we've been listening to.
Pourquoi ce titre, Blood Pressures? Est-il en rapport à la musique ou aux paroles?
I guess everything. It was one of those things, even right now, I forget exactly why. Did I read that? I don't know. It was one of I wrote it down, I thought it sounded cool. I'm constantly seeing these 2 words together about health, people having high blood pressure and just that kind of thing. And I just what a beautiful coupling of words and taken out of that context and put into something to do with music and art and emotion and feeling. You know, it suddenly changed.
It came at us from so many different angles. You know, it started off as Blood Pressure Ridge, which came from a book called White Mischief by James Fox, and then from there it was like this blood pressure. It seemed like, you know, everything we were doing, it was kind of what was in our blood. You know, we wanted to get, you know, scrape away the skin and bone and the fat and everything, and there were so many things that seemed to work with it. Yeah. And it was interesting. We never really heard the word or the phrase blood pressure as a plural, blood pressures. And as soon as we said blood pressures, it felt like us two little kills, you know. I'm one kill, she's the other kill. I'm one blood pressure, you're another blood pressure. It seemed like that, and it just worked.
Vous avez composé 50% de l'album chacun. Comment s'est fait le choix des titres? Car je suis sûr que vous avez écrit bien plus de chansons.
It kind of always answers its own question when you're making a record. Some songs just fit on a record and some don't. Some songs you have so much steam to keep going and finishing, and some you just run out of steam and you just never finish them. And I think, like, all along the process of making a record, the music sort of tells you what to do, and those songs just end up. There's never really arguments at the end about what's going to go on and what's not. No. There's never been. And it's always figures itself out.
L'autre grosse différence sur cet album, c'est le travail sur les voix. Alison, vous n'avez jamais chanté comme sur The Last Goodbye. Enfin, je veux dire, sur tous vos albums, il y a toujours une chanson lente, mais jamais comme celle-là. Comment l'expliquez-vous?
I don't know.
Me singing.
Je sais que cette chanson est finalement devenue une valse. Je ne sais pas si c'est la raison.
Well, I don't think it was anything to do with it being a waltz, was it? Really?
No,
I mean,
I mean, I sing like that pretty naturally. I always have, but it doesn't really fit into, you know, it's a tricky thing. It's quite, I don't know what that's called. Sometimes rock and roll music, it doesn't really suit that, you know? So I try on all different kinds of voices, you know, for different things, but I don't know that it...
I think the more that you become a songwriter, the more you sung, you know. I remember Lawrence Bell from Domino saying, like, and I really want her to sing. When she sings, it's really, you know, and I just kind of thought, what are you talking about?
Ne crie pas, mais chante.
I like screaming, though.
That was the trajectory of the band. It was like we would exploring. The first thing we explored was our sort of music was so lame at that time, you know, when we did our first record. It seemed like we wanted to shake things up. And I don't know, after 4 records and writing songs, you just start, you know, you start hearing a different voice, and then it's like, whoa, that's amazing. And then it was, I think this is definitely the best you've sung out of all the records. So like DNA, I think, still shocks me, that.
Et pour la première fois, vous chantez chacun un titre seul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the song Jamie sings.
It's just it's an introduction. Like, Wild Charms is the intro to DNA, and they're supposed to be from 2 different perspectives. One's the mind of one person, and the other song, and DNA is the response. You know, it's just it's kind of a nostalgia thing, and it's 2 people looking back in very different ways about the same thing. And I just started playing Mellotron on it, and then I added something else and sang a guide vocal, put the drums on at the end, and then said, okay, do you want to get... And then everyone just said, no, I think that's it, you know. And we did the same thing with Last Goodbye. In fact, I sang on Last Goodbye as well. We did a double vocal.
La musique s'est imposée.
And then we listened back, and it was like, turn Alison up, turn Alison up. And I kept thinking, you know, I just kept turning her up, and then it was like, muted my vocal. That was it. That was it. It was just somehow so much more powerful.
Alison, si ce n'est pas trop indiscret, tu as un tatouage sur le bras gauche.
Yeah? Where? That one?
Yeah. 14 février 2002.
Could you tell us what means this date?
Que signifie cette date?
Yes, that's Valentine's Day 2002, and that's the very first show Jamie and I ever played together.
At the 12 Bar
In London.
First time we ever played on a stage together.
To about 50 people.
It was one of my favourite gigs we've ever done. Just first time, imagine, first time playing anybody's song. They don't even know what you are, who you are, and just... I just knew when we did that gig, I just knew there was something going. There was the electricity was so much more charged than it should have been from a couple of little amplifiers. It was like people were frozen, and it was just so, it just felt really great.
Performance live égale rock'n'roll. Les concerts, ça représente tout pour vous?
I love being in the studio. I think that kind of develops your intellect a little more, you know, creatively, your sort of creative intellect. But there's something just primitive about playing live.
I think that's the most important thing.
You get the reaction straight away, and it's just amazing, yeah.
C'est une haute tension artérielle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Entre The Kills et la France, c'est une vraie histoire d'amour. Comment l'expliquez-vous? Je crois que c'est le premier pays où vous avez reçu un bon accueil.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
I don't know, France has always seemed to understand rock and roll before any other country, and not just for my band. So, I mean, there's a lot of bands that say that, and there's just, I think French people have a connection, with that kind of passion and that kind of dirt and that kind of primitive feeling and sexuality and the chemistry of sex and beauty, and they know how they're
not afraid of responding to it and reacting to it. And
I think somehow it just gets them in the heart before it gets them in the head, you know, and that's just always what we
appreciate it so much, because that's the way that we feel about music, and it's not that way everywhere.
Dernière question pour chacun d'entre vous. Alison, quelle est pour toi la définition du blues?
No, I guess it's just the kind of inside of your body, you know. I mean, it's the noise that kind of goes along with your heartbeat and every feeling that you have that's human.
Jamie? Et Jamie, quelle est pour toi la définition du rock'n'roll?
I think it's been hijacked, and I'm not sure that there is too much meaning about it anymore. It's been hijacked. You know, it's like someone's girlfriend is described as rock and roll, or a shirt is described as rock and roll, or
this scarf is so rock and roll.
Yeah, you should have those shoes. They're much, you know, they're much more rock and roll.
They're more rock and roller than those other ones you were wearing?
Yeah, they're more rock and roller. But somewhere down there, and I like to kind of keep it to myself, you know, rock and roll is just indefinable. There's an electricity and a chemistry between people. It's nothing to do with the notes you play, the rhythm you play, the words you sing even. It's to do with the attitude of what you know, the people playing it. You've got to know whether it's in you or not, you know, like I'm going like that again, look. You just got to know it's a primitive thing. It's the same place where love comes from. It's the same place lust comes from. It's the same place